Welcome to English Stories by Manvi Sharma, where simple stories create powerful lessons. Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today I'm going to share a very deep and meaningful story with you. Today's story is called The Boy Who Wanted a Perfect Life. It is a story that teaches us the true value of life and why we should appreciate what we already have.
So let's begin. Our story is about a young boy named Arav. And Arav was almost always unhappy.
Now, you wouldn't think so if you looked at his life. He had a wonderful home, warm and safe.
Parents who absolutely adored him and gave him everything he could ask for. Really, he had everything a boy could ever need. But for Arav, something was always missing. It was just never enough.
He would often think to himself, my life is not perfect. I just wish I had more money or more success. Then I'd have more happiness.
Well, one day, while walking through the park with these same thoughts, Arav saw a wise old man sitting on a bench. He was just sitting there, so quietly, with the most peaceful smile on his face.
As Arav walked past, consumed by his own unhappiness, the old man looked at him with kind eyes and asked a simple question: who told you life needs to be perfect to be beautiful?
Arav didn't know how to answer. The old man smiled gently and said, "Come with me. Let's go for a little walk."
The first place they went was a hospital, and there, in one of the rooms, Arav saw another young boy. He looked very weak, but he was smiling, a real, genuine smile.
Arav was confused. He turned to the old man and whispered, "Why is he smiling? He looks so sick."
And the old man replied, just as softly, "Because he is grateful to be alive." After that, they walked to a small village nearby, and there they saw a poor family sitting together. They were sharing just a very simple meal, but the sound of their laughter filled the air. They seemed so happy.
Arav couldn't help but notice how little they had. The old man seemed to read his mind and said, they value what they have, not what they don't.
As they walked back to the park, everything the old man had shown him started to sink in. Arav was beginning to see things differently.
The wise old man looked at him and said, "You see, you are searching for a perfect life, but you are missing the value of the life you already have." And in that moment, flashes of his own life came to his mind. He thought about his warm, comfortable home, about his parents' loving faces. He thought about the simple fact that he was healthy and strong.
He finally understood. His life was not perfect. No, not at all. But it was still beautiful.
From that day on, something inside Arav shifted. It was like a heavy weight had been lifted from his shoulders.
He stopped complaining all the time. Instead, he started noticing all the little things. The taste of his favorite food, a funny story from his dad, a hug from his mom. He started to live with a feeling of gratitude. And you know what? His life started to feel so much happier.
Arav had learned the most important lesson of all. It wasn't about getting a perfect life. It was about seeing the perfection in the life he had. Some time later, he went back to the park to look for the wise old man. He wanted to thank him, but the old man wasn't there. And that was okay, because Arav realized he didn't need him anymore. He carried the lesson in his heart now.
Life doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be valued.